Yo, Haven, man, what's shappy like? Hey, yo, listen, first and foremost, let's start it off with happy 11/11. I hope y'all went out there and did some work. You know, the sun is pretty much going out here, but wherever you at in the world, I hope you all getting some type of grounding, some type of sun gazing, XYZ. Yeah, I did a lot of cleansing, a lot of releasing, the whole nine. It was beautiful. Anyhow, full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discussion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. Hey, yo, Haven, y'all know what's up, man. Listen, wherever you at, I hope you're having a wonderful, magnificent rotation, and if you are not, hopefully we'll be by the end of this video. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, all this other stuff that a lot of it doesn't even... not even important, being all way on our mind, XYZ. Just release it, let it go, man. Surrender to the flow of the universe. Anyhow, if you've been here from the beginning, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. You know what's up, man. You know what's up. I love y'all, man. You know what's up, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sharing this spreading good energy. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you'll be notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown the seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold as the Most High just you, as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly, because it's all about divine support. I just want to say great gratitude and thanks, peace and prosperity to you and yours. It never goes unnoticed. It really does help the foundation, the channel, and my well-being. For sure. If you would like to do the same, the links are in the description or the About tab on the channel. Cash App or PayPal only. Yo, Haven, look at my mitt. Look at my mitt. I've been rocking out like this since I got to get it done. Yeah. My stylist came through. She did my mother's hair, and she was like, yo, let me see what I got, what I'm working with. And I just put it up after she was checking it out. She was like, all right, bet, boom, boom, boom. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah. So now that's what we're waiting on, but in due time. Anyhow, I really hope all is well. I feel wonderful. I feel great. I'm in a chill, relaxed mood. It's gonna be a little quick one. The footage is only 30 minutes, so I'm gonna try not to talk too much, but I'm definitely sharing my energy with you guys. I really hope all is well. Anyhow, this is gonna be part 2 to the recent video, so whatever the recent title is, this is part 2. I think it's crazy and informational. Let's get it. Get it, Haven.
You just need to provide a ticket.
That's right. That's right. But why is it taking so long? You're going to New York. Going to New York.
It's Anthony. R-I-D. O-L-F-I-N-O 525-210.
We have no idea what time he got on, right?
I have no idea. He was
Doesn't really matter. Fine, thank you very much.
Sure, to ask a few questions. However quickly that gets done, we'll be how quick you get out of here.
I won't be answering any questions.
Okay, then that's how long you'll be here for.
But you said I have to answer questions?
I'm telling you that I'm going to ask you questions.
You want to speak this word?
But eventually, you're going to need something from us. You're going to need to go to the bathroom. You're going to need a drink of water. You're going to need to get food. You're going to need something. But when you ask us for something, understand, you will not get it until you give us what we want. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's weird. Huh.
You want?
Huh.
Oh, no.
That's ridiculous, bro.
One death source, one delay of transit, 2 voice discovered, provided out, 1 of them judged. States either dismissed, both in ages of justice and because of age.
Crazy, bro.
So somebody found the entrance to.
Hold on. Let's go back. Y'all found an alternative, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Just hold on 1 second. Matter of fact, let me make this simple and do this. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Please. I shared it with my Instagram so I can share it with you guys. It's the least I could do, right? So look, check it out. Y'all know how I really like the mojo or the moho water, however you want to pronounce it, right? It's always sold out in the supermarket, like, but they be having it, but it's always sold out. Like, you gotta catch it. And when I see it, if I got enough money, I buy a few because they're never there. Anyhow, I was looking for some better coconut, well, an alternative in the supermarket, and this is what I came across. You know what I'm saying? Once Upon a Coconut. 100% premium coconut water. Listen, 0 added sugars. 100% juice. I mean, you feel me? Never from concentrate. You feel me? This is equivalent to the mojo. I'll say mojo, but yeah, this is equivalent to the mojo. So if you're interested in good coconut water, this is also another good brand. Respectfully. And they got the little code right here. If you want to scan for it, man, let me help you out right there. I don't know if it's going to work on the phone, but we could try. Or whoever, what? Feel me? There goes the code. Listen. You see this? I'm going to read this to you guys, and we're going to keep going. I'm not going to pause much. I'm going to do my best to just talk through it after the clip. Boom, boom. You feel me? Because this is a quick one. It's 11:11. You know, we got to do our inner work on these type of rotations. These are kind of like holidays to me, because I don't celebrate the societal norm holidays. Anyhow, I'm going to read this to you guys, okay? Look, I'm going to read this as well. And then we're going to go, okay? For those of you guys who don't care, fast forward the video, respectfully. And it's like 2 copyright clips. If you miss the premiere, you're going to miss the clips, okay? Anyhow, premium coconut water, ingredients 100% coconut water, never from concentrate. Shake well before drinking, store in a cool, dry place. Okay? Now look. No added sweeteners. Gluten-free, non-GMO, electrolytes, vegan. Okay, this is produced in Florida, but it's made in Vietnam. I know. Produced for a spot in Florida. Oh, you may have background noise, but you dig? Yeah. 100% premium coconut water. Legend has it, coconut water was made to tame the most ferocious of thirsts. Turn the page to a new chapter of hydration inspired by hot sandy beaches and cool ocean breezes of a land far away. This water was destined to be perfected by the coconut. The end. Once Upon a Coconut. Hashtag drink the legend. OnceUponACoconut.com, or you could go to @OnceUponACoconut. Yeah. But anyhow, great coconut water. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hold on. One more time. I know. 8 minutes into the video. Let's get it.
To the underworld in Mexico.
Let's get it.
We all need to watch this shit, cause I got questions. So if you can go inside of the gate, does that mean that something can come out? And as you zoom in to proceed to show y'all the portal of the underworld, you will slowly start to see why I'm asking these questions. Because I personally don't feel like having a bump down session with Casper and his uncles. And watch as he zoom in on the small cave inside of a mountain. Probably where the Flying Dutchman and his crew lair is. But on a serious note, who built this? And why is it not covered up? Y'all think this is a game until y'all see it. You see as he zoom in on this entrance right here, and it say what? Diablo? Which meaning what's on the other side of that got ties with Lil Buddy that's on the cave. Now me personally, I don't know why this location isn't blown to smithereens, or have Ghostbusters on a 24-hour watch on this location. Now let me know y'all thoughts on this video in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned.
This is where things get scary.
I've seen the clip when I was recording. That's absurd to me. What y'all think about that? That's bugged out. Like, why you even got that there? What's going on? And let's keep going on. Whatever.
Covered documents from a top-secret military project, it said that the Bermuda Triangle is not just a danger zone, but a portal created by an advanced ancient civilization known as the Atlanteans. Did
I tell y'all, who were the Atlanteans? Black people, you're aboriginals around the whole world. Anybody that's an aboriginal, Australian, Aboriginal Vietnamese, Aboriginal Indian, Aboriginal, all that. You are the Atlanteans. Let me just keep showing y'all.
The documents specifically mention that the Atlanteans, who had mastered interdimensional travel, established the Bermuda Triangle as a gateway to another realm. The documents specifically mention that the Atlanteans, who had mastered interdimensional travel, established the Bermuda Triangle as a gateway to another realm, which has since become unstable and causes the mysterious disappearances. However,
now notice what he said. It's a portal to another realm. What did I tell y'all? We live on multiple realms of existence. Anciently, we already knew this. That's why the document even said the portal, it takes you to another realm. Let's keep going.
Once the Atlanteans disappeared, the technology behind the portal was lost, and the true nature of the Bermuda Triangle was concealed to prevent widespread panic and exploitation. This explains why so many ships and planes have vanished without explanation, and why the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the world's most enigmatic mysteries.
We are officially in a golden age, and there's a lot of individuals that have seen sightings of two suns, okay? There's a lot of speculation on what this second sun could be. Some may say it's Nibiru, some say it's Nemesis, and others believe that it's from Argatha, which is our black sun. If you look at these two suns, you will see one sun is more yellow, one sun is a little more white. The sun we've been seeing lately hasn't been the same sun we've been seeing when we was kids. I remember the sun being a lot more yellow, and now we see the sun as a lot more white now. I personally believe it's our central sun, all right, that's actually risen from Shambhala or risen from Argatha and is now here in our atmosphere. And what the golden age it means basically is that we're no longer in the moon phase, we're in the sun phase now, okay? There's been consistent cosmic energy hitting us, all right? It's a solar storm that's happening, all right? Most individuals may notice the energy shift, okay? Pay attention to those symptoms that are right there, okay? All right? Again, it's a consistent energy shift, and those that are like-minded, those star seeds, those that are chosen are going to feel the energy shift. Those that are bogged down and still focused on indoctrination may not notice anything. This is where you're going to feel what's called a Kundalini energy, all right? And that's the energy where that frequency rises from the base of your spine up to your crown chakra, all right? Again, it says Kundalini is a form of energy that remains coiled up at the base of the spine. When it is raised, the Kundalini flows through the 7 chakras, which instantly leads to a spiritual enlightenment. Kundalini can be aroused through various methods, including meditation, yoga, and mantras. My favorite is meditation, going into transcendental states of consciousness, all right? It's imperative that you focus on these, okay? We are returning to our God mind. All right, we are returning to our God mind, but it's important to avoid all distractions, okay? Avoid all fear tactics. Anything that's fear mongering and things of that nature, you want to avoid. You want to focus on things that raise your DNA, focus on things that raise your happiness. You want to stay hydrated, okay? Stay completely hydrated. Coconut water is very good. High alkaline water, high alkaline diet, fruits and vegetables, because the sun is going to increase more and more. Also, it's important that you get green crystals, okay? We're in a heart chakra energy era, all right? Which means that green energy that you see emanating from the Aurora Borealis, that type of green energy, that heart chakra energy is how you embody the spirit of Melchizedek. You want to get crystals like malachite. You want to get crystals like green aventurine, jasper. Any green crystal that emanate that same hue as the heart chakra is going to be more powerful.
I got some moldavite right here. These 2 main pieces are moldavite. I'll show you. So we can keep rolling. See how it's green? I know you can see that. Let me make sure you guys can see that. Oh, you can't even see that it's green, dude. That's whack. It's green though. Whatever.
Now, because we're in that heart chakra energy frequency. So get your blue lotus, get your mugwort. These are 2 phenomenal herbs for accessing transcendental states of consciousness, assistance with astral projection, as well as lucid dreaming. Also, lion's mane is very efficient for accessing your cosmic gateway, decalcification of the pineal gland, and regeneration of damaged brain cells. Also, get your lion's mane. I do have it available on Holistic Remedies for Assistance.
I think I found a spot where I can pick it up locally. I do gotta travel some though, but it's local.
Because we are in a golden age, you're going to see a lot more UFOs too, okay? This is why it's important to ensure that your cosmic gateway is cleansed, because you have to remember that these vehicles are fourth dimensional vehicles, meaning that literally if your cosmic gateway is open, you could be standing right next to somebody, you may see a UFO and they may not be able to pick up on it because they're not vibrating on that frequency, all right? This is messages for all my star seeds and my chosen ones. Peace, love, and light to everyone. Make sure you take advantage of the increase in energy that's currently hitting the planet due to the 1111 portal. All right, make sure you get out in nature. Make sure you're actually at your highest state and that you're in a state of happiness. Make sure that you're keeping your frequency extremely high. Also, make sure that you disconnect from technology at some point in time and go inward. All right, and try to basically meditate, try to silence the mind, try to access the Akashic records. It's important that you do these things because at this particular point in time, you are more in resonance with the things that you want to manifest. When you see 1111, I always picture it as like two doors. All right, for some reason, the number 11 looks like two doors to me. All right, so you can picture it as chaos and order on each door, basically. And whatever you think, because you're an electromagnetic tuning fork to the cosmos, whatever you think has the ability of opening either door. One thing you may notice while this portal is open is more crazy transcendental states of consciousness or dreams. All right, the dream realm is going to be very peculiar around this time. When these portals and these dimensional segues are open, it becomes very weird in the fourth dimension and fifth dimensional planes of existence. So, you know, you're going to notice it in your dreams. You may see a lot more shadow apparitions and have more paranormal activity in your surrounding. Another thing you have the ability of doing is time jumping. As I expressed previously, you are chrononauts. Some of you may also experience jumping timelines, okay? We are chrononauts. We have the ability of actually time traveling, all right? If you think about it, time actually doesn't exist. The past, present, and future is all happening simultaneously. For example, the present, what's happening now while you're watching this video is actually becoming the past second by second. It's becoming the past. So, which means that we're actually navigating through time consistently, all right? So, while these portals are opened up, if you actually focus your resonance on a particular vibratory rate that you want to get to, all right, whatever's in your mind's eye, all right, you have the ability of actually vibrating to that particular frequency. All right, now in chrononauts and a lot of these secret societies, these beings, and I say beings because a lot of them utilize stargates. They have other extraterrestrial entities that teach them different mathematics, but they already have the science of time travel. All right, we don't even need the technology they use. We can actually use our body to do it. We can activate our Merkaba and have the ability of time traveling and seeing the past, present, or future. All right, and now if a person is going to east, they call it going to the future. If a person was going west, they called it going to the past. All right, as far as in the secret lodges and things of that nature when the time travelers speak amongst each other. All right, so this is something that's really it's real, and you have the ability of accomplishing that and can actually find yourself quantum leaping while this portal is open. You can actually find yourself, and if you become proficient, you can go right to the past and actually do childhood trauma, cleanse certain things, and then it'll feel like it never happened. You know, I have had instances like that. You can basically heal ancestral curses, generational curses, and all of that while these portals is open. This is what I recommend doing. Through meditation, you can do these things. All right, and again, you're a time traveler. You can activate your Merkaba and have the ability of literally time traveling through different timelines. This can be achieved through astral projection. Okay, if you look at characters like The Simpsons and things of that nature, these beings have the ability, these people have the ability of time traveling. They have the ability, now some of them do utilize technology to do it as well. All right, the ones that don't have the genetic ability of doing it, they have technology that was provided by extraterrestrial biological entities that have the ability of time travel and things of that nature. This is things that they've been figured out. All right, and a lot of the events where we keep time jumping is because they keep messing up the timeline. Certain and it's multiple CERNs, multiple stargates, multiple CERNs that they have as well, trying to find a God particle and things of that nature. Multiple, not just in Switzerland, but all over the planet, and most of them are subterranean. If you remember
they cloned Tyrone. All right, you remember when they was going into inconspicuous stores and stuff like that? They'll press a button and a little elevator will pop out of a floor panel or something, and it'll take them downstairs to a subterranean base where there's clones and laboratories and things of that nature. That's all facts. All right. As I expressed previously, everything they show us in the movies is actually depicted on facts. All right, anything in cinematic film is something that's really going on and that really transpire. They have a covenant where they actually, by universal law, they have to actually tell us the truth, and they actually do the display truth to us, pardon me, through cinema. All right, this is very common. Today you want to take the day to ground yourself, to really actually sit with nature, to show gratitude. Gratitude is the best attitude to have, even if you think that you're not in the best position, regardless of how you live in. You want to show gratitude that you actually even are in existence, all right, and that you even able to watch this video currently and receive and get downloads. You feel me? So it's just about showing gratitude, because once you actually magnify that gratitude, pardon me, it starts to come back to you abundantly. Things start to manifest to you abundantly as long as you're showing gratitude. See, a lot of you gods and goddesses, you have to remember that you're co-creators, and sometimes you're sitting in a negative resonance. All right, and if you're sitting in a negative resonance, and your primary focal point, your mind is thinking of that, you can't lie to God. You feel me? So at that particular point in time, you unfortunately manifest the things that come negative. So as I expressed in several other videos, it all comes down to knowing and following the higher self as opposed to the lower self. Also, if you haven't yet, I highly recommend getting on a path to cleansing yourself. As I expressed, the sun is transforming us, all right? And we're going to continue to elevate. These solar storms were predicted almost 3,000 years ago, all right, in ancient cuneiform texts, all right? And this is going to happen. And this is, like I said, why you see the scientists at NASA crying and things of that nature, because they're afraid of the atmospheric conditions on the planet. So right now it's imperative that we get ourselves on point. All right, so if you haven't yet, while this portal is open up, focus your thought process on activation of your cosmic light body. That's the most important. All right, so you can integrate these ionized particles, chlorophyll, tons of chlorophyll, all right, spirulina and chlorella and cilantro, all right, is what's going to be phenomenal for chelation therapy. It's going to get the lead, cadmium, and mercury out. And then at that particular point in time, you also want to ensure that you utilize parasitic cleanse to cleanse yourself of all parasitic organisms, all right, because these are things that usurp energy from your auric field. Once you build a higher auric field, this is what increases our ability for telepathy and things of that nature. All right, and this is facts. All right, you can you can go down a rabbit hole and research what I'm saying. But once you build up your auric field, because all of us have a auric field to stretch out, but over time, they've been depleting our auric field with the toxic metals. They've been depleting our auric field with the genetically modified organisms that harm our genetic sequence, with all the atrazine, with any of the nefarious toxins. And I'll say allegedly, all right? Everything I'm saying is just make-believe. They have been doing these things, though, cosmic family. So at this particular point in time, in order to integrate cosmic light properly, we have to make sure that we cleanse and fully purge our avatar, all right? Because it's a spiritual war, and they playing dirty. And it's going to get to a point where a lot of us are going to eventually need to learn how to become less focused on eating so much. You know what I mean? I don't eat as much, and I'm still able to still train and everything, and I don't eat as much. I may eat 1 meal a day, and I make sure I exercise and train, though. Once you properly cleanse yourself of all parasitic organisms, at that particular point in time, it will be a lot easier to fast, all right? Because fasting is what's going to be essential for eradication of bad microbiomes, all right? And it's going to also allow you to become sick as much, all right? We've been indoctrinated into thinking we have to eat 3 meals a day and all of that. All of that is false. The ancient times, they didn't even eat that much. Methuselah only ate 1 meal every 3 days, all right? And that's why he lived to be 969, I believe, is how old Methuselah was. All right, but we can get back to that point. As far as them saying they cut our life to 120, they cut it through all of the nefarious toxins and things of that nature that they're using. I told you there's 8 immortals, all right? And then we can also take into account Count Saint Germain, who lived to be around, let's say, 450 to 500 years old, but only looked like he was 45 years old, all right? And they said that he would take a tincture every now and then. Okay, so this is why I tell you to take your herbs. Make sure you supplement and make sure that you're training, exercising, and restricting yourself as much as possible from the nefarious food, all right? Because the food is actually compromised now. And it's almost like you can't eat anything. one secret I can give you before actually consuming your food, with what they call praying, because I know a lot of people in the spiritual community don't believe in the concept of praying. But what I will say you can do before you consume something or drink something and speak positive energy into it, because everything contains water and water holds memory. So you can speak positive, like you are empowerment, you are protection, you are strength, you know what I mean? You are intelligence, you know what I mean? You can say all of these things to your food before you consume it, and then kind of pretty much do alchemy to things. So we have to be alchemists in every situation in order to properly transmute this energy, gods and goddesses. Peace, love, and light to the collective. Peace, love, and light to everyone, and salute to the gods and goddesses. Rest in peace to the elder Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi's primary message is that we're electrical beings, and that no virus or malevolent attack or toxin could survive in a high alkaline environment. That was Dr. Sebi's primary message. He told us to eat food that heavily consisted of light photons, basically food that's alive and not dead. That was Dr. Sebi's primary message and his instruction. This is the reason that the deletes took Dr. Sebi out. He was curing people of AIDS, cancer, gonorrhea, herpes, numerous ailments that these so-called medical professionals claim is incurable. Okay, Dr. Sebi was curing people of these ailments. And he was doing it with simple herbs and fruits and vegetables that grew right out of the earth that Prime Source created. Dr. Sebi was also a huge advocate for mushrooms, whether they be magic mushrooms, the psilocybin, or the lion's mane mushroom for brain cognition and regeneration of damaged brain cells. And this is one of the primary reasons that Bill Gates decided to purchase and own most of the farmland in this country, so they could pervert and twist the food that we consume with genetically modified organisms. Put toxic metals all in our food, in the chemtrails, aluminum, lead, mercury, cadmium. I mean, these things are also byproducts of fluoride, which also has adverse side effects on the pineal gland. This is why it's imperative you decalcify and activate your pineal gland as we raise in ascension to the fifth dimension. With the Schumann resonance increasing, the veil is thinning more and more. And unfortunately, with the frequency of the planet raising, if you have calcium deposits on your pineal gland, you won't make it. You won't have the ability of ascension or reaping the benefits of growing with the planet if you have calcium deposits on your pineal gland. And they're delete to know that. This is why there's so many attacks on us. As I expressed, get your lion's mane mushroom. I do have it available. I have raw lion's mane available. I also have the extract powder formula available. Both are effective for decalcification and regeneration of damaged brain cells. Also get your blue lotus. After decalcifying the pineal gland, it's also imperative to activate the pineal gland. And this is what they used in ancient Kemet to reach higher planes of consciousness. This is what they used to reach the ancestral realm. The pineal gland is your access to the Akashic records. What are the Akashic records? The Akashic records is the ethereal library. That's where all information is downloaded from. The Akashic records is referred to as basically the cosmic library, where all information comes from. No information was just created, and the Akashic records is always growing. Okay, it's not, it's infinite, and that's where all information comes from. Path to the Akashic records is your third eye, is your cosmic gateway, your pineal gland. This is why it's important to make sure it's completely clean and decalcified. All these things will strengthen your electromagnetic aura field. Again, fruits, vegetables, plenty of water, hydration, sun gazing, and grounding is all essential for your path to ascension. Peace, love, and light. Mind control is real. The government just do it in secrecy. They use technology that we handle and use frequently. Dr. Delbert Blair explained the concept repeatedly. They call them ELFs. They alter the mind increasingly. Electromagnetic radiation is spread seemingly. ELFs stand for extremely low frequencies. What I get real, if you listen, is more than vivid. The Food and Drug Administration enforcing affliction, promoting hard drugs to the youth and their constituents. Mac Miller and Juice WRLD both died from barbiturates. GMOs in the food, cloned meat with carcinogens. They want us all to think in simple basic arithmetic. The media is a platform predicting foul images. Congress picked Trump regardless of voter privileges. They hid information they seized from ancient villages. The concept of dominance stems from war and pillaging. Mercenary mindset, soldiers bred for burying. It's time to wake up. We in the age of Aquarian. The book of Ezekiel said he witnessed flying chariots. Those was UFOs that came to visit Sumerians. A verbal grammarian versus variant. Could deeper than necessary and no procedures conducted ovarian. I am not normal, I'm more than a mere mortal. I wasn't conceived, I walked in this world through a time portal.
Quick thought. We got background noise in and out, but he was talking right there. Let's keep going. I'm here. The background noise is in and out, and I'll be trying to keep it professional. So, pardon. But I'm here, Haven.
You know how you feed babies table food and you feed them Similac and then they throw up. And they be like, oh, we've been throw up on it. You keep giving them the same stuff they throw up. Do you know what vomit means? Vomit is when the body's rejected something that it don't register as food, so it's like poison. So the body's response is to get rid of something that you put inside of it that shouldn't be there. So every time you feed babies something and they throw up, you should never feed it to them again. Every time you eat something or drink something and you throw up, you probably shouldn't eat it or drink it again, because your body, a subconscious part of you, is responsible for keeping you alive and healthy. That's his job. So when you see a baby or adults put something to the body and the body rejects it, that's a good thing. That means don't do it again. Stop feeding your baby Similac and all that stuff that they can't digest, okay?
When I'm at school sometimes, my dad would just pull his pants down.
Hey! Will is always, Will is always playing. He plays.
What you mean, bro? Like, what you mean? Your pop pull his pants down for nothing? Like, what?
Okay.
I can kiss my son. I can kiss my son. Jaden, come on.
We all know that's out of pocket. Why are you, as a grown-ass man, kissing your half-grown son? He's a teenager. He's a young man. Secondly, what are you doing? Thirdly, like, that's never okay to me. Whatever though, I'm just not. I don't want to get canceled. Y'all know how they do. They all weak and docile and all of that nonsense with the societal norms and all that BS. So let me go ahead, man. Let me go ahead. Smash that like button. Get right with nature. Look at this nonsense.
Oke, jadi gigitannya itu kita review ya, mumpung kita lagi digigit. Jadi gigitannya itu pedih, teman-teman. Ini gak recommended banget buat pembunuh. Iya, kamera kukurangan di sini atau. Oke. Ini nanti kan ngecak Betah. Oke, ini jidat saya ketarik, teman-teman. Oke, jadi kalau saya gerak nih pasti ngunyah lagi. Mungkin irah lepas ya kikian cangkel. Ini kudu bari udud ben mana Tah. Ninggalin na YouTube mah 2 bulan lepasnya cenah. 2 bulan. Kumaha tuh? Ini kerap sampai lagi acan. Geus cangkel.
Yeah, I saw where they went left. They're behind that ridge now. God knows where they went, right?
Dude, this is like paradise for them.
This guy's an engineer at Tesla. Listen to what he got to say.
What's gonna happen? I'm paranoid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is where I'm working, okay? I'll read that. This is where I'm working right now. The man who owns that company, I'll say Elon Tusk. You know, y'all know Elon Tusk. Find the rhyme, the rhythm. He has us working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. I'm an electrician. I wire up all the machinery that they're using to build the trucks. I'm wiring up all the machinery that they are using to build these robots, okay? We are working 12 hours, 7 days a week. I have worked for TikTok. I have worked for Amazon. I have worked for Samsung. I have worked for Fortune 500 companies all year. Nobody is pushing their people like this, okay? 12-hour shifts. He is trying to complete this for something. I promise you, bro, as soon as these robots go online, it will kill 80% of the job force. All you people who driving trucks, in restaurants, who don't think this can happen in Japan, they already have robots serving tables. They already have nurses that are being robotically projected from monitors to help patients. Your job is not safe, okay? 80% of the workforce will be killed by these robots. As soon as he puts these AIs inside of these robots, I promise you, bro, they will think, be smarter, faster, and they do not need to sleep, bro. We call it.
Look, right here, look.
So my family and I just came.
I promise you, bro, they will think, be smarter, faster, and they do not need to sleep, bro. We call it.
Robot chef up.
So my family and I just came back from vacation in Thailand, and while I was there, I learned that there was a song theory related to the Philippines that I had to share. There is a song called My Way by Frank Sinatra, and apparently this song is so dangerous in the Philippines that they actually dubbed it the My Way Killings, because between the years of 2002 and 2012, numerous people were killed while singing the song, performing the song, or even having the song on the radio. The song is so synonymous with death in the Philippines that the government literally banned it in multiple villages just to make sure that people stop dying. In fact, it goes even further. There are people that believe that the song has some weird energy that causes people to become more violent. Look, I promise, if you think this is a joke, it's not. There are officials in the Philippines that believe that the song evokes feelings of pride and arrogance in the singer, as if you're somebody when you're really nobody. It covers up your failures. That's why it leads to fights. This has gotten really deep. And after hearing this theory, I decided to go around Thailand while I was there and ask some of the locals whether or not they know about the song My Way. And the answers were pretty surprising. Some people declined to even speak about the song when I brought it up. So apparently from the Philippines on over to other countries as well as Thailand, this song is off limits. So tell me what you think. You think this is a lie? You think this is fake? Or is this song really dangerous? Tell me what you think in the comments.
Settings upon settings and fanfooling. Settings and fanfooling. Settings upon settings and fanfooling. Settings upon settings. Morning down.
I ain't know this right here. This is very knowledgeable. I did not know this right here.
You can come at You can come later on tonight around 1:30. That's the time my brothers will be asleep, but I'm gonna turn off the cameras when you come and go.
Give me that phone. Give me that phone.
What happened? Give me this phone.
Okay, give me that freaking phone.
What happened? Read the text.
Read it.
What happened? Read the text. So Shivani just saying
you can come later on.
The light, I can't see. The light too. You can come later on tonight around 1:30. That's the time my brothers will be asleep. But I'm gonna turn off the cameras when you come and go out. Where the hell you going out?
Michaela, stop playing. So who did you try to text that to?
Stop playing.
To the wrong person.
Michaela, I know you want to drop.
Give me the phone. Let me get the phone.
Man, if you don't yell that phone, girl, put you on this wall.
Let me get the phone. Let me get it. Michaela, what you serious, bro?
Who you meant to send the text to?
Mom. You gonna give him permission to be?
You don't speak English?
No.
Who you meant to send the text to?
Hey, yo, Haven. That's the end of the presentation. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're in a wonderful, magnificent mood. If you wasn't, like I said, happy 11/11. I know what's up. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discussion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. Y'all gonna have to excuse the background noise because there's no king concern. But listen, y'all already know, so we work through that nonsense. Now, Haven, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity to all of you out there who've been here from the beginning, rocking out. Y'all know what's up. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so if you're notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me, it will be returned 100 fold as the Most High. Use you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly, because we're all about divine support. You know what I'm saying? If you would like to do the same, links in the description, Cash App, PayPal. Now, Haven, I'm up out of here because I'm really irritated. You can hear all that bullshit in the background. I'm out of here. Love and unity. Safe travel and Astros. I'm out of space, I'm flawless. I'm no slowing down, let's speed it.